Check it out, it's alive. No real problems. Fortunately, I can't do anything with it. Waiting for my eBay BL touches to get here. So this is the Allen wrench holder, just to fill up that hole, and it's not glued in yet. These pretty much fit like this. Alright, I may have stumbled across why this printer was available so cheap. This plate right here is very warped like this. Very drops off in the back end. You can actually feel it, it's so bad. You can feel it just tail off right here. And you can feel it, well, that must be the opposite. It's tailing off right here, I guess. Alright, so what I did to actually be able to confirm this is obviously my nozzle wouldn't go all the way down. So I unscrewed my BL Touch a little bit and I put my smallest Allen wrench in here. And I don't know how well you guys can see that, but we'll go ahead and come down here a little more. Alright, so we got the motors disabled, and I'm going to put my probe right here so it's touching my bed, just barely touching right there. And you can see how high it is right there. And you can see it crowns right there. And then it drops off again. So this is actually bent down on both edges. And then you can go over here and you can see crowned in the middle. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and just take this whole plate off and beat the hell out of it with a hammer. Okay, I'm within a 1/2 millimeter, it looks like. So I'm good with that. Okay, she's up and printing. Wasn't straightforward. It wasn't like you just slam all these parts together and it spits out beautiful parts. Always little things that can happen. So I noticed lines in the print. It was setting like this, and I did find that when I reached up here and turned this wheel, it was very loose. Not totally impressed with the first layer it threw down. I got to figure out if there's still something going on here. I'm going to start in doing some more of the fine tuning. Like right now, I'm going to check the E steps. Okay, so I'm purely setting the E steps for the firmware. I'm not checking the flow of a filament or the speed at which a filament can be printed at. Alright, so we take our E steps ruler, something I came up with about 6 months ago. Just got tired of checking all these machines, having to constantly mark the line and noticing that the line, depending on what kind of pen you use, the line can be over 1 millimeter itself. So we just take our tape and stick our tape on there, make sure we get it nice and straight. Come over here. There's a groove in the back. Just kind of help you guide it, stay on track. Stick in the groove on the bottom, ride it up, and squeeze your tape on. Alright, there you go. That is precisely 120 millimeters. Alright, so I'm only looking to set my firmware. So I've gone higher than what I would normally print this eSun PLA Plus. I would normally print it at 205, went ahead to 220. That should for sure give me no restriction in the hot end. So I'm just going to back up here, and I'm going to go to extrude. I'm going to set my speed to slow, and we're going to go ahead and have her spit out 100. Done it 3 times. It says I extruded 101 millimeters. So my E steps were 829. Gone to the E steps calculator online, typed in 829 and 101 millimeters extruded, told me 821. I've set my E steps to 821. And when I exit, it asks me if I want to save it to EEPROM, which I do. I've already saved it, so it hasn't changed. If it doesn't, you can go to EEPROM, save it here, or you can go to right here and save it right here. Either one will work. Got a decent link here. It's not bad. I know this camera doesn't focus worth a darn. It's a pretty good link. I would like to see this. We're not perfect, but it's not bad. I mean, I have high standards with the linear printers in here. I made a little adjustment to the wheels on this side, like maybe they were a little tight. I'm going to do one more. We have the covers with the carbon fiber imprint. That's ESUN PLA Plus. And here's the other one. These came out pretty good. Alright, I'm going to do this other print. I'm going to tighten up the wiring. Have to swap out the extruder wire, run it through the chase, a couple of parts on the top to replace, and we'll button this thing up, put the covers on it, and she's done. Yeah, beautiful link. Much better on the sides. The wheels were tight on one side of that carriage, so yeah, she's awesome. Don't have that first layer perfect yet. I'm gonna have to check out this firmware too. For some reason, when you're in the baby steps screen while you're printing, it's not actually saving. It's not acting right. No cheating on that link either. 100% flow. There's just enough lines in the side where you can tell it's a wheel printer.